Daylight to all. I want to discuss God interceding in your life and why. Having God intercede in your life, having the Creator work in your life on behalf of you. What is that going to look like? How is that going to feel? That's what I'm going to discuss in this video. By you not being in control, most likely you won't like it, won't feel good. Coming from personal experience, it's unfortunate when you feel like he's holding you back. And the only thing that makes sense is the reason. He's holding me back for my safety. It's true. May feel suffocating, may feel like you're not living to your potential. Whatever your version of fun is. I'm not having fun. It's just boring, right? It's boring being here. And you're in a room with him, right? And you're in his study. And all you want to do is just go. Go out and be like the rest of everyone else. Whatever they're doing, which is natural. It's second nature. But that's how it's going to feel when the Creator is interceding in your life and has a plan to prosper you. You can't do everything that you know you can do. You can't be all that you want to be, even though you can and you are. But if he's interceding, it says, one who knows how to enjoy life does not need riches. Yeah, it's really what knowing life is all about. Understanding it, to understand riches, what is richness, what the true meaning of it is. So, yeah, when you're not quite your own and you're not quite in control and you have higher expectations and higher standards, what do you think is going to happen? Are you going to be able to be like everyone else? Do those same things? I don't think so. If you have a higher calling, that's what makes sense. The knowing. But it's still second nature to feel frustrated, feel alone, feel suffocated because you're studying, you're with Father, right? You're being guided by the Creator. You're not being guided by these people. So you're not going to do the things these people are doing. But you're among them, right? You're among them. So it's second nature to see what they're doing and want to do the same things. It may seem like they're living up to their potential because it may seem like they are free. They get to do what they want. They get to be what they want. Maybe without any consequences, without any limitations. And then there's you, where there's things that he has done to you and for you, whether to humble you, but to keep you in a place safe and with him, while being in a world away from him, so to speak, while being in a world filled with many different shepherds and many people and paths. And he's just like, I'm going to get you there. You're going to get there. You're going to come to this place that I've created for you, that your heart desires. I'm going to make sure of it. And you don't know what that even looks like or how that will even feel. and then you find out. You find out. You would think, oh, I'm with Father, so it's going to be fun. I'm with Father. It's going to be fun. Who said that? Who told you that? Who told you that with Father and under His will and His control, it's going to be fun? What is even fun? Okay? Because I don't think anyone's really having fun. Whether under the control of this ruler, under the control of themselves, or under control of the Creator. So let's just put that out there as well. I don't think we know what fun is. I don't think we've ever been able to reach that yet. All we know is what we know, but I know that this is not fun. It's what we say is. I don't know. It's just all an illusion. But I have to remember that I'm being guided by the man of discipline. The man that knows all. The man that doesn't play any games, per se, when it comes to this, right? When it comes to you. He's I'm going to get you there. You think I'm going to play with you? You think I'm going to just joke with you? No, I'm going to put you through. He's not the one that's going to do it for you. He's going to make sure that you do it. But he's going to be there along the way just to make sure, for support. He's the ultimate sergeant. So no, it's not going to be fun. He's like, whatever it takes, I say this, whatever it takes, do it. I also say, let me do it my own. Let me do it on my own. He's going to allow me to do it on my own. He's the type where he'll leave you in the desert. 40 days and 40 nights. Test you. He's that sort of person. The person that's going to get you straight. That's not fun. But it's respectable. It's like the best way, at least for me. You can't always come with a gentle spirit to some folks, not all the time. You need to just let them hear it. Let them hear it. Because you need to know, they need to know that you're not playing games. You're serious. We can do all this kiki, we can laugh and be joyous, and we do. But it seems as like, from my understanding, that when you're that way, people kind of tend to not take you seriously, naturally, because you're so always like jolly, right? Nothing's ever really serious because it never needed to be. But they still take it like this is just who you are. So if they only see the parts where you're always having fun, you're always laughing, cracking jokes, being funny, they naturally just feel like, I don't think this person can take on this sort of thing because it takes this person to be serious. That's just the truth. That's just the way it comes off. That's just sometimes the way you feel. Especially if you don't know the person, and that's the first impression. It's like, okay, this is more of a humorous person. So sometimes you have to come with this more stern spirit because you want them to know that you're not just, it ain't just games, it ain't just joke, it ain't just humorous. Life is not just joyous. We can believe that it should be and hope that it will be, but the reality is that it's not, though. So I can't always come with a gentle spirit, especially not to adults, because there's more of a higher expectation where time is ticking. You're not a kid where you still have time to mess up and mess up and mess up. You know, there's a higher expectation for you. There's no reason to baby you. There's no reason to have a gentle spirit when I talk to you. Not if you're not getting it. Not if you're not understanding it. Not if you keep repeating this same loop again and again. It's like we got to change tactics. It's not that I would want to, but these are the circumstances that call for it. That's just the way it is. You know, you talk about a hard noggin, right? Like just a stubborn person or someone that's stuck in their ways. Okay, well, someone has to shake it out. Someone has to tell you about yourself. And it's not going to be the way that you prefer because you've been so comfortable. It's not going to be comfortable. That's where the sergeant steps in, because it's like no one else is going to give it to you straight. It's unfortunate that it takes these circumstances, but we all know that we are just this way. It takes someone to stand their ground for you to respect them. So yes, there's certain people that may get a certain impression because that's the first thing they see. Or that's the first way that they know, right? That's all they know. So it takes you to stand your ground sometimes, to be stern sometimes with people. It's all right. If they run away, that's fine. If something's working, right? Like if they're getting upset fine, like something's working. If they're feeling uncomfortable, if they get quiet, something's working. That was the whole point. Now, if they stay there long enough, then they'll reap the benefits. But, you know, right when someone doesn't like the tone or someone talking to them in a certain way, they leave. They leave. Even if it's constructive criticism, most importantly. That's the thing. It's like you don't have to stand for disrespect if that's how you're taking it, or if that's just the way it is. But if someone actually is there to help you, just hear them out. I'm just saying. It's a choice though. So that fun thing, I don't know what fun is. I don't think it exists here. When you think about it, you can barely relax. So, yeah. That's just not what you're going to get when you have a higher calling. You're going to get what you hear all the time. You're going to get a lot of isolation. That's it. And you're going to find yourself wanting to be alone all the time because it's peaceful. It's not saying, oh, you don't want, community. It's not saying that. It's just that nothing compares to it. Nothing compares to peace. If people were more peaceful, then yes, it'd make it easier. But there's not much peace in these days. So you actually want to stay inside. You'd actually like to just do things on your own. You don't mind going further away from who you used to know. You don't mind it. It doesn't bother you because you're actually at peace. Like you give your spirit a rest. Because every time you walk in certain places around certain people, your spirit has to awake. It has to tell you something. It has to start working on your behalf. We're not even working, but it is working. But now you know something. You're feeling something. And it's like, I didn't want to feel this way, but I do now. Because my spirit is awake. My spirit is working for me. And now I have to make the decision to leave or to stay. You see? But if I was home, or if I was alone, or if I was choosing places where I wanted to go rather than what I had to do, well, I'd be more in peace. I'd be more in control. That's all it is. That it's not that we want to be antisocial or we just hate people. I mean, I don't like you. I don't like you. Doesn't mean I hate you. But yeah, I don't like certain people because I don't have to. Just like a lot of people wouldn't like me. That's fine. But I wouldn't say hate, But yeah, so some people just don't like people. And that's all right. Because let's be real. People are not likable in these days. Maybe back in the day, people were more approachable, more likable, more filled with substance. They made sense. You talk to people nowadays, they're not making any sense. They talking, but it ain't feel nothing. No substance. That's if you can get a conversation or get this person to speak. Most of the time, they're mute. And it ain't depression. They just choose to be. So, what am I getting? Nothing. So, the question is not even The thing is, it's not me. It's what's wrong with you. You're not likable. So yeah, I don't like you because you're not likable. That's it. That's it. So it kind of leaves you in a place where, yeah, guess we got to do things alone. At least I'll be in my own peace and I can talk to my own self and enjoy myself, because these people are not even enjoyable. You know, you're with someone and there's no communication. What? You know, you find out they're just looking to have a hookup. So it's just, yeah, let's be realistic. And there's far more things I can say of how these people are so not likable. Because people are not even in their right mind. That's another thing. You know, you call it mania, or, you know, they have some sort of mental issue. But again, they're not in their right mind to be likable. Because now it's like, I'm trying to talk to you, you're trying to attack me unprovoked. You know, I gotta watch my back because you're walking behind me, and you tend to like attack people or be provoked easily, or just you're angry. I don't know, but that's not the type of person that's likable. And there's a lot of folks roaming the streets, and that's the thing. They be the main ones outside. They be the main ones outside. Be wary. Be very wary. Isn't that something? They the ones roaming free. And it seems like we're trying to keep our peace because we know where peace is, and that's in our sanctuary. That's in ourselves. But if we do want to at least go outside, we find them. Because they can't stay with themselves, right? They don't even like themselves. They're lost in the world. They're literally in the world, roaming, lost, trying to find something, someone. Be wary. So yes, there's a lot of unlikable things about these people, which are so obvious. People don't even know themselves. People changing up every day. It's like you talking to one person today, and then the next day that you think you're talking to a woman today, the next day this woman is a man, or that's what they say. I ain't got time for this. Like, that's not likable, because it's like, what's happening right now? I'm confused. Like, I'm now having this spirit of confusion, which is not godly, because this person is confused. And then, if I do tend to be around them, now I got to change my morality or what I believed. Not that I have to, but it's questioned, right? I'm questioned about it. Like, oh, I want to be called this now. But you're not. Like, I get it's a character, like you can be whatever you want to be. You can say whatever you want to say, but I don't have to agree. And that's why you tend to walk away. You don't tend to stay. If you're not into it, if you don't agree, that should be okay. But don't stay in something that you don't agree to. What are you staying for? If you're staying, that means then you're okay with it, correct? Basic math. If you stay, then you're okay with it. If you're going around these people and supporting those things, you're okay with it. If you go into their communities, into their clubs, and to their parties and to their parades, then you're okay with it. That's it. Basic math. But if I find in myself I'm not with it, that's it. I'm going to walk away so that I won't have to be questioned why I'm not agreeing, why I'm here then. Well, I won't be there. Basic math. Common sense, right? It's like your fruits will show. It's black and white. So there's no reason why a person would be like, oh, I don't agree with it, but then you question them and you say, well, why were you around that? Why did I find you over there? Why did someone say you were at this sort of thing? If you weren't with it, your fruits are not like aligning with what you say. So which one, there's confusion there, you see? And I ain't got time for it. That's unlikable too. Someone that's not sure about who they are. In high school, we used to call those people two-faced. They would end up being a backstabber. Again, this spirit has always existed. We just have different names for it. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You need to be sure of who you are and what you're about. That's it. If you're just about everything and anything, then fine, and say that. But like I said, there's a lot of unlikable things about people that are just obvious. You want to be able to trust someone. So, of course, if you tell me something and then I find out you lied about it, that's unlikable. Because it's like, it could have been avoidable. Why did you lie? And it'd be the simplest things. It's like a baby telling a fib. You're not a baby, though. And that's when you have to step back and be like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for adults still lying, still fibbing about the littlest things. I don't have time for someone that's going to lie to me when I don't even lie to them. Or we've had this discussion already about our communication and how we want to open communication. And in order to have an open communication, there needs to be truth and everything on the surface. Even if it's the hard truth, I can take it because I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to dish it. I expect the same in return. That's respectable to me. I look at that as respect. Disrespect is you lying, hiding stuff. So yes, if you don't feel comfortable with this person, then this is not the person for you. Because at this point in life, there's no reason why we should hide anything when God knows all. Yeah, I get we're around people day to day, humans, so what they think of us does matter to us, right? Because we got to see them every day. We got to work with them. So what they think of us matters because they're the one cutting our check. I get that. But overall, God sees you. You're naked to him. Why fear man more? You see, like, God already know you're lying. He knows, all that you've done in the dark. But you want to go around people and hide those things, right? Which again, because you see them every day. And you know that since you got to see them every day, you'll be judged. But you reach a point, what I'm saying, that I don't want to be a person that has lies though. I don't want to be a person that's a compulsive liar. I've never been that type. I've lied before, but I've never been I'm not a compulsive liar. I'm more like, I'll just tell you. I'm probably even more bolder than most. But yeah, being that way, why would I want someone that is a liar, a compulsive liar? There are compulsive liars. Maybe a compulsive liar and a compulsive liar can intertwine, but it doesn't make sense for someone that wants to tell the truth to be with someone that is a compulsive liar. That's not fair. So all I'm saying is you reach a point in your life, whatever age that is for you, because it really is when you reach that realization and you want to mature and evolve. Can we just have an open relationship, communication wise? Can we just start fresh? Meaning, like, I'm sure, you know, you did some things before this day. That's okay. You lied, you probably hid it, fine. We all did. But let's start fresh. Okay? That's the communication. If you feel some type of way, just say it. If you want to do something, just say it. If it's supposed to be said, right? If you care enough. If you're with someone, right? If you have a partner, clearly. If you're in a relationship with people. If you respect them. We're not going to be hanging around people we don't respect anymore. Because, boy, that's aggravating, isn't it? To be around someone you don't respect. That sucks. Because you're probably going to end up being mean and nasty in attitude because you don't really want to be there. You don't really want to be with this person. We know. So stop using these people. Let's get real. Yes, life is hard and we all need help in some way, but you never know. Being actually sincere and genuine, I'm sure will bring you more in life rather than using someone and deceiving them. Okay? I'm just saying, that's common math. We are no longer hanging around people that we don't like just for the sake of clout, just for the sake of benefits. Again, we've been there, done that. We didn't get anything from that. We didn't grow. That's not growth. That's not where you find growth. And when I say there's no growth there, well, there's no growth there. Nothing is going to grow there. When you're with someone that you don't like at all, like you don't like them at all, you just put up with them, there's not going to be any growth. I mean, like, soulfully. Yeah, you might be popping out these children out of, loveless sex. Yeah. Loveless sex. Popping out these weasels just because that's the way the body of a human and a man can do the dang thing. That's what happens. You mate and you wake up and, wow, we made a human. Basic math. Didn't mean it was in love, so we know that. I'm just saying there's no reason why. Ooh, that's horrible. But it happens, hey, it happens, we just don't want it to happen for us. We don't want it to find us, that unlucky, unfortunate place. Like, that's a nightmare. Pause. That's a nightmare. So we don't want to be, there's no reason why at this, starting today, like, for example, I'm trying to use little things that I can remember. There's no reason why I should be. Okay, here's the thing, because I know a lot of people like to do this, or are still doing this. Like, when we're dating around, so we're talking to multiple people. Now, it does not necessarily mean we're having sexual relations with them, but we're talking to multiple people. Okay? But yes, and most times we're probably sexting them too. We're probably having sexual relationships with each one of them, right? Because we have to know if we like them all the way. I need to know mentally, physically, spirit. Like, okay, we understand, but as I've said before, the intention is not there. The focus. If you were to just, take your time, focus on one person at a time, right? We've all done it. Now, for the Virgin Mary out there, salute to you. The Virgin Carls, salute to you. And when I say Virgin Carls, I mean like you literally just had one spouse, one partner or two, like you better than us, right? I'm speaking for the rest of us, where it's just like we've dated multiple people same time, I guess. I'm gonna just say dating, okay? Because I don't even think most of us dated these people. Anyway, there's no reason today to evolve, right? And to say, oh, I'm a king. I hate this, but they say, oh, I'm a king and I'm a queen, right? And it's just like, okay, well, whatever that really means, I guess what you're trying to convey is that, you hold yourself up to this standard, okay? But your fruits are not showing it. And we know that the fruit shows us everything. You could say this, fine, but I'll know by your actions. You ain't got to say nothing. And a lot of people like to talk. Like the way I like to talk, no. I talk truth, okay? I talk substance. We talking about the ones that just be running their mouth like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Yeah. And it's like, skirt. No, you're not. But I don't have to tell you that. I just know because of your fruits, okay? So this is why we're having this discussion. Basic sense, basic philosophy. Starting today, we want to focus on one person, okay? Yeah, it's exciting because you probably thinking like, okay, well, who is that one person? Right. You start to now think more intentional. And you got to wonder, well, what was I thinking before? What was I doing? Yeah, well, we're going to leave that in the past. We're going to nip this in the bud now before we get another age older. Because, my God, I'm going to be 32 next year. It just don't stop. So, besides the age, the spirit, we've been here for a while now. We should be evolving. Understand? We don't have to put a number on the spirit. We don't have to, because honestly, let's be real, that the spirit lives on and on and on and on. It's been living, right? We don't know how old our spirit is. We don't have to. That's my point. It doesn't matter. We have to start sometime. Old, young, in between, whatever you view it as. Why in the world are we still going to be sleeping with Grim Reapers just to reap what? Again, to reap what from the Grim Reaper? Because remember, this is a Grim Reaper you're reaping from. And he's reaping from you. What is he reaping from you? And what are you reaping from him? This is not a lover. This is not a person with a pure spirit, with pure intentions, with pure love. Do I have to go down that list of what they're reaping from you? Do I have to go down that list of what you're going to eventually reap from him or her? We know what it is because we look into this world and we see what's happening. But sometimes you just got to say it. Diseases, okay? STDs. and your house burnt down. Yeah. And your wall broken in. Okay. Because they punch walls. They could punch you. They break things. You know, just destruction. Destruction to your physical, your mental, your spiritual. It puts you in a place where now you're going to spiral. Now you may feel like a Grim Reaper. So many things, because unfortunately it was a cause and an effect, right? But we don't want that to happen. We want to keep ourselves together. We want, sister, we want to keep ourselves covered. We want to keep ourselves fresh, young. Well, we want to keep the youth, right? We don't want to be like those ones that's trying to suck it from the youth or hate the youth for it or be jealous. We don't have to be jealous of no one. Why? Because we're still youthful. We're still fresh, right? I'm still me. I'm not going to change if I don't choose, right? If I don't give in to these things, if I don't go into these dark places, if I don't continue, if I stop taking these poisons, I'm going to keep my youth, my spirit, my pureness, the innocence in me. I'm still going to have my joy, my optimism. But when you're in darkness, it's sucked dry, right? You're around people that are angry, but in a different way. It's an anger that they choose every day. It's not a depression, not yet. They're in a toxic relationship that they can run away from. They can leave behind. It's that being frustrated knowing the issue, that you're with someone that aggravates you, and that all you have to do is not be around that person. But I guess for the love of money, for the love of clout, you'll sacrifice your soul, you see, your sanity. No, you know? Why not today? Now, for me, I'm not dating. Okay, this garden is sealed, but I mean, I can still crack my door and allow myself to enjoy myself when I choose. It could be, but it has to be with someone that, again, I feel and I know is worthy of me. And him, as you know, him the same. Why not start today with who you want to be, what you need, taking control and what God gives you control with. Like, he gives you control with who you choose to be around, let's say, outside of the plantation. Because again, yeah, you choose to work in certain places, but you still don't choose to be around those people. So we're just looking at it as the same. The only time that you really have control is when you are outside of the plantation, when you're at home, and you have that, I guess, work-life balance, those few hours that you have freedom. Just a couple hours you have, though. That's it. A couple hours every day, okay? That time that you have left, we're going to choose to only, for me, I've never had many contacts. So that it starts there. It's the littlest things. It's the access. Making it easy for you. If you don't talk to these people, they don't talk to you, delete them. Delete them. Don't be that person that's like, well, maybe one day. Tomorrow, why are you worrying about tomorrow? You need to worry about today. Who is in your life today? Who's important? Who matters to you? Who cares for you? Who's checking up on you today? Okay? And if that person, as we all hear every day, or as we've heard, if this person is meant to be in your life, they'll find a way back. They'll find their way. You know, people's pride will say, I'm not gonna, backstep. Whatever that really means. Regardless, if this person is meant to be in your life, they're gonna find their way back. So why are we worried about this person? They non-existent today. They're not existent in the present. They're not existent. A whole year just came. Have you spoken to this person? Has this person came around? Has this person came to see you? Do they check up on you? Okay, well, you got a new number today and they not in your phone. They not getting this new number. You see how simple that is? You see that? That's it. That's it. Moving on. There's no reason why on social media you following people that don't even follow you. That's it. Delete. Again, if you want to go, check up on their page, fine. But you ain't following nobody that ain't following you. That's it. There's no ifs, buts, what? They are following you. They don't care about you. You caring more about them. For what? Easy work. That's it. I don't want to hear it. That's it. Close the door. Today is a new day. Exactly. Close the door. Matter of fact, open it. Open it. Get that fresh air. You get that fresh air of people that care. Yeah. This is fresh air of care. Moving on. If you have from this person in 3 months, delete. Again, they may have your number until you get a new number, but at least you know that they ain't worthy to be in your phone. 3 months? Listen, I don't celebrate pagan holidays, but I will celebrate my birthday. That ain't no pagan holiday. So if I'm not getting no happy birthday from someone that knows it's my birthday, that's questionable. Is it? Isn't it? Is it not? Like, how easy is it to just be like, happy birthday? Or some people don't even say happy birthday. They just check up on you like, what you did today? What did you do today? Right? Did you have a good day today? Because they know it's your birthday. Did you have a good day? Right? Or they may want to hang out with you like, what you doing today? I would love to take you somewhere. Maybe they didn't say happy birthday. That's all right. But they still checked up on you. We're not going to play that tit for tat. And if I feel that energy, you delete it. Delete me too. Because clearly I'm doing it too, right? Like that's the sign to tell me this ain't it. Delete. Like we need to, like clearly this sort of energy between us ain't mature yet. So we're going to depart. You see that? Because you find that there's a difference between this communication with this person and this communication with this person. That it's not just you or it's not just them, right? It's you and that person. And y'all just need to split. Y'all just need to depart from each other. And you need to focus more on this person. Okay? These are just the basic steps. Yes, there's different levels, because then once you get away from those sort of people that don't even pay you attention, then we focus on the people that do, to see, okay, we got to be careful of those too. Amen. Yeah, and the work is never done. But at least the basic. Starting today, our evolved version, we're talking to one person at a time. Doesn't that sound very adult, very mature? One at a time. You know, when you were a kid and they said, follow the leader, enter through one at a time. Why are you rushing through? Yeah. So we have to all remember again, just what's right. If we actually want to take care of ourselves and see ourselves and hold ourselves to a higher standard. Now, of course, God would like to hold you at a higher standard, but you have to want to as well. And if you want someone else to, hold you at a higher standard, why would they be holding you at a higher standard and you not yourself? Again, they holding you at a higher standard because they see something in you, right? They like you. They like you. They want to be with you. They want the best for you. Why wouldn't you want the best for you? And it starts with not just how much money you're making or getting your hair done every day or your nails. It's the simplest things. It's how you allow a person to treat you, how you allow a person to talk to you. It's who you allow into your home. It's who you allow into your home, inside. One at a time, or none at all. If you find that you're talking to someone and there's something that you don't like about them, don't try to oversee it. Just move on. And that's the beauty of evolving, getting older. You don't have time anymore. You know what you want, you know what you need, you know what you feel. So the signs are pointing up. Just keep going. Just keep going. There's no reason to look back. There's no reason to go back, right? There's no reason to look lower. You talk to this one person and you see where things go. And at least you'll be proud of yourself to know that you were faithful, respectable to oneself and to them. Okay? That you gave it your all, undivided attention. And you make sure, yes, here it is. Sometimes you have to communicate this because this is what it is nowadays. You have to tell that person, this is an open communication place, right? Oh my God. This is an open communication place where it's like, this is the time to let me know what you're looking for, what time you're on. And if this is not the same, if they're not on the same time, there's your sign. It's pretty simple, right? If we want to be this evolved version, then we need to start acting like it, walking in that. And it's in everything. So it's, yeah, it is how you look. It is how you take care of yourself. It is what you put in your body. It is how much water you're, how much hydration you're giving your body. It's everything. It's everything. And those are just the things that you have to do for yourself when you are with yourself, for yourself, to be your individual self. You have to do those things. And then when it is time to open your door and allow other people to come in or get to know you, it's how they treat you. It's what you allow. It's what you don't allow. It's what you accept, what you won't accept. Same with them. And so that when you do thank you, they will eventually know and see that you respect yourself. It helps them to realize that they need to grow up, right? There's certain things they need to change. If they see that you're respecting yourself, if they see that you have higher standards, if they see that you just expect decency and open communication and truth instead of lies and deceit and darkness and toxicness, they're going to respect you not only, but it's going to actually inspire them, whether they know it or not. They're going to walk away and figure out that there are people out here that are not toxic, that can have a healthy relationship, does want to be better, does want to be bigger than all of this. And to be closed-minded is to not think that way. To think that we're all the same, that every relationship is toxic or every relationship is supposed to be like this. No. That, everyone lies. No one has to take that. And to think that people just are going to take it because that's just the way people are. No, that's just the way you want to be. And whether it's going to be hard to find someone or to find someone that does speak more truth than lies, well, that's fine. But it still exists. And you don't have to settle for anything lower than it. And I'll leave it there.